Environment is our life. Chant this room. The environment is our life. It's not for sale. The environment is our life. It's not for sale.
Die, oh, make this gas line go past bush. We don't want to die. We don't want to die, yo. Gas line, they pass inside village, yo.
So which kind of pipeline will they pass for your domot? Is it water pipeline?
No, na gas.
Gas go pass
Na
here.
gas, na ain't go pass here.
And you like them?
No, I don't like.
We want to make sure come out this pipe from this our area, from this village. Then they pass by the bush.
They have surveyed the bush.
Over 70 houses close to the source of the gas. Because when there are willing tools in the hand of Shell divide and conquer. Besides this, Shell has been so hostile to my community, which Shell came after today with over 70 mobile and denied the community access to the part of JIV. Only but on investigation they came with a document. This document showed that the original thickness of the pipe, which was about 6.7 millimeter diameter, has reduced to less than 3 millimeters. What is a half-life in calculation of a pipe? If it could deplete so fast, then it means that these new pipes which they are burying in the community could also deplete one day and cause explosion. About 1998, there was an explosion at the flow station that cut off the flow station over 500 meters with fire. Disaster. If this happened in the community where they buried the gas line, what will be the fate of the people? So we stand here to say no to what Shell is doing. We are not standing against the gas development line, which is key to the Nigerian economy. But let them kindly relocate all the affected buildings. Relocate and resettle them and pay them adequate compensation. So that no man will stand at this. I heard Shell talk about right of way. Is there any law that gives right of way to a man to plant bomb at the access to another man's home? Is there any law in Nigeria that empower a company to plant gas bomb at the foundation of a building because of right of way? If Shell talk about right of way for a gas line they later years ago, today there's environmental law everywhere. People are aware of their rights. And Shell should not intimidate the people. Let them adequately address the matter in a friendly manner, in the most acceptable manner.
Shell government is abetting, aiding and abetting the oil company. The federal government is the guilty party of in this matter about about environmental pollution. Because I've never seen, or I've not seen any of the companies that have been indicted by the federal government. Upon all the even when David West was in there, I remember I was an observer then. The threat is like the heaven will fall down. Till today, nothing happened. I don't know why people are afraid to indict federal government that they are the one aiding and abetting the oil company to pollute our land.
That road that I'm seeing there, has it been a pipe? Is it a pipeline or a normal road in the community? Is it a pipeline way or a normal road in the community?
I want to admonish us, if I may use that word, that we should try as much as possible to balance it. You cannot be eating with them and at the same time you want to seem to be standing tall. I do not think it bodes well for anyone. It doesn't in the face of it. On the side of the law, enforcement of the law is a challenge in Nigeria. If we think that the government on the one hand is not aware that being or their inability to enforce the law is something that they are glossing over, that is just a thing of, maybe is something that just comes on its own without their knowing. They are planned and plotted because you cannot remain the engine room of my finances and you want me to begin to, to work on your side and condemn the people who are as well feeding me. So there is complicity between the oil company and the government that people and what they, tend to suffer from ecological devastation and all what have you, they are calculated to make it, this way. So lastly, sir, it is my case that the JK4 they begin to look at, new ways of confronting the oil companies, because you have deployed some other ways you have known in the past, and they tend not to be working. So what you need to do is to begin to look at how you can come together, because he said the house divided against, he said, shall not stand. While I think that one is one of the ways you can begin to, look at issues from holistic point of, bringing all your, mobilizing your community so I can speak one mind. I still want to query the old people who have been used to, oil companies and their challenges. Do these people too, because they are new to what is happening now, should they?
Those who benefit from this particular process are very, very few. You already heard the community people say they have linksmen, or what they call it now, contact men. These are the only persons that the oil companies will work with in the community. If there is an oil spill, it is only the contact people that will be addressed or can have audience with the oil spill process in that community. Those contact people are already contractors to the oil companies. So we have to be very careful not to blame the victim, who are the oil companies, who have suffered decades of despoliation and degradation, and who will still suffer as we speak. Because any houses that you have, what I wanted to hear when I was listening to this was it a right of way or was it a mere roadway? If it wasn't the right of way, an oil pipeline right of way, the oil companies cannot now convert that road to an oil pipeline right of way.
Then carry gas oil pass from my domot. So as them carry gas oil line pass from my domot, I tell them say no good. Make them come out the gas line, or make them come out me for that house, go build house for another place for me. Never need to die. So that thing where them put there na bomb. Because when they fry yam there, gas is there ground. So I know one time make them come out the gas line or make them go build my house for another place.
Programs just aim at exposing Shell double standard, not only Shell but other multinational oil corporations, how they do divide and rule in trying to actually create problem in our community and also destroy our environment and also other means of livelihood of our community people. The program in general is a huge success, and we are using this medium to call on the President Muhammadu Buhari administration was sworn in May 29 this year to actually try as much as possible to give environmental issues topmost priority in the administration, and we call on the government of President Muhammadu Buhari to see that come May 29 and 2019, when he is sworn into office, that he should try as much as possible to ensure that the entire Niger Delta is cleaned up, and not only that, using Ogoni as a basis, but to clean up the entire Niger Delta.
Well, as far as this environmental issue of Shell laying a new gas pipeline across JK4 community, otherwise known as the Edagbare Petaland community in Ahoda West local government area, we find it very, very strange that even if the company would lay claim, which is very remote, that it is their pipeline right of way, it is very, very strange that they could see dwellings and they are laying gas pipeline in less than 1 meter to people's dwelling, knowing fully well that in that very environment, I, as a staff of ERA, have seen where they have a little bit away from the community replaced other gas oil pipelines due to equipment failure, due to corrosion, leading to series of oil spills over some years. They've changed over 200 meters of such a petrol pipeline, crude oil pipeline. So now that they are coming to lay this type of a thing, it's like putting a very dangerous weapon, a very dangerous thing close to people which can cause huge damage at any time. Pipeline of gas cannot be allowed to pass within residential area.
Needs to rise to its responsibility to hold multinational oil companies accountable in the oil sector management. This includes end to gas flaring, hot frequent oil spills, and ensure real-time surveillance of crude oil pipelines to detect spills and cases of vandalism. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
Government should immediately put in place a contingency plan of action for the total cleanup and restoration of the entire Niger Delta. This will require initial take-off grant of $100 billion to be set aside for the exercise to complement the Ogoni cleanup process. Is this accepted?
Yes.
The federal government should divest investment from fossil fuel to put an end to oil prospecting and embrace renewable energy transition to eliminate the severe impact of oil operations on communities and the environment. Is this accepted?
Yes.
The federal government should urgently put in place a national environmental action plan to set environmental sustainability targets and monitor the rate of progress in environmental protection. Is this accepted?
Yes.
Shell has responsibility to insist on standards obtainable in Europe countries in the management of oil spills and gas flaring in Nigeria. In particular, it should halt its gas pipeline it is laying in proximity to residential and business areas, the geographical community, and conduct the mandatory EIA for the gas projects. Is this accepted?
Yes.
We have seen the situation in Nigeria. The outgoing government, apart from touting the cleanup of Ogoni land, virtually failed woefully in terms of environmental issues. In other words, their environmental legacy is near zero, apart from the fact that they talked about Ogoni cleanup. So we are calling for, number one, a national environmental action plan that will put in place some progressive indicators that will enable us to measure the level of progress on environmental sustainability in Nigeria. That National Environmental Action Plan will give us the blueprint and enable us to measure the amount of progress on environmental sustainability. Two, which is very important, is that over these decades of oil exploitation in Nigeria, we have a situation of double standards brought about into oil production by the oil companies and, of course, in collaboration with the federal government. We have seen the double standards that operate in the communities. A case in point is environmental racism, where Shell practices environmental racism. Shell, Chevron, Texaco, all the multinational oil companies, because the standards they use in European countries, the standard they use in their operations in their home countries are quite different from the standard they use in Africa, the standard they use in Nigeria. In Nigeria, there's frequent oil spill, gas flaring persists, and there's no surveillance of oil pipelines. And this brings about huge problems and difficulties in the environment. So these double standards have also led the oil companies to award contracts, pay tenement rates, pay annual fees to communities, and cause division within the community. In another breath, they pollute their environment. A case in point is JK4 community in Ahoda West local government from Rivers State. where Shell, as we speak, is laying a gas pipeline through Jokraman community and without an environmental impact assessment. The communities have not been consulted, and the depth of the gutters they are digging, the depth of the drain they are digging is just about 2 feet. And in this area where they are laying the gas pipeline, there are residential houses. So gas pipeline is being laid in proximity to residential houses and business shops. We condemn this, and we call for the federal government to hold multinational companies accountable for their environmental and human rights violations in the Niger Delta. It is critical, important to place on the agenda for the new coming government to have environmental agenda for sustainable development of Nigeria. Until we have sustainable development, there's bound to continue to be conflicts in Nigeria arising from environmental degradation.
Environment is our life.